That one. Almost. That one. Ah, haha, me. Brilliant. Right. You know what? No, while I remember, I'm going to rename this Watching. There we go. What's this one? That's Giant Me. Okay. Rename that. Rename that. Giant Me. What's this? That's full screen. Okay, easy. Just a bit of admin before I start. That can be deleted because I am never going to build Lego again because it's the most boring thing I've ever done. That's fine. These can both go. Fuckity bye. Fuckity bye. Starting soon. Be right back. Watching. Giant Me and full screen. Perfect. Good. Okay. My Pepsi's gone. Tastes flat, isn't. Okay. So, what am I watching? Ghost Dimension. Poltergeist terrorises crew at 30 East Drive. I've never actually watched Ghost Dimension. I've watched about 30 seconds of this and it looks really shit, but in like an almost funny way. Plus, it's 30 East Drive, so we'll watch it and we'll see. Fucking death. Shit.
Hello and welcome. This is Ghost Dimension.
Hello.
Coming up on Ghost Dimension.
Trailer voice.
You've said that, not me.
You've got your opportunity now. Me and Bex are here.
I didn't want to hear anything over the music anyway.
What was it?
Door. That's the shittest intro I've ever seen. Yes.
I'm standing outside 30 East Drive, where alleged supernatural activity is taking place, terrorising the Pritchard family who live here. Neighbours claim to hear unexplained noises, such as bangings and chanting, when the house is empty and the family are out at work. Is this an elaborate hoax by the Pritchard family, or is this a genuine case of hauntings in this unassuming house behind me? More to this story as it unfolds. I'm just Roger, reporting for GD News.
Tonight we investigate 30 East Drive in
Hello,
Pontefract,
Rebecca Palmer.
home of the Black Monk.
That woman looks like she's doing an Yvette Fielding impression.
Back in the late 1960s, this unassuming house on an ordinary housing estate became the focus of a mischievous and sometimes violent poltergeist.
Right. Oh no, the pram has fallen down the stairs. This shit, let me double check that I'm not about to tell a lie, is on... It's on Amazon Prime, where you could go and watch all 3 seasons. 4 seasons, even better. Where they've done wonderful things. They've got 4 seasons out of this bollocks. I think this was, I want to say this episode was season 2. Yeah, the Poltergeist Nightmare at 30 East Drive. So, yeah, I mean, they've managed to get a TV deal, or an Amazon deal, somehow. They are also on STV TV, Sky. They have apparently appeared, to some extent or another, on Prime Video, STV TV, 5, or My 5, so the web version of Channel 5, Now TV, potentially Sky, unsure, And Pluto TV. They've got a website. Hang on. I'm invested at this point. Yeah. So yeah, they've been on 5, Amazon. Apparently, right, hang on, we need to watch this, we need to look at this. This is 30 East Drive. I don't know if this is just a trailer. So, literally, this is just the intro for this episode. What? They're an award-winning television show. What awards they have won is an entirely different question. Chillingham Castle shows. What's this? Ghost Dimension. They have an app. I want an app. What is that nonsense? What do you mean tickets? They do not do live shows. Live broadcasts, VIP photos and videos, discounts on merch. Chat to the team, post and share on the fan wall, music and audio from the show. Early access to event tickets, meet and greet. What? No, how have they done this? They've got a shop. They better not be. They better not be flogging off like 30. Hang on a fucking minute. I'm that angry I can't even type Amazon in properly. Right, K2 meter. I don't want vitamins. They've somehow managed to up the price of that by like a tenner, because they're like, for the most generic average one, it's 21 quid. How have they done that? They've got a book. Sorry, I will watch the show in a minute. I'm just annoyed by... Stop this. What is this bollocks? Ghost Dimensions Evolution. So, basically, if we just buy a load of K2 EMF meters on Amazon for like 20 quid, sell them for 30 quid, plus postage, I assume. I'm just going to assume that they charge postage. Taxes and shipping calculated at checkout. Brilliant. I have to know. I'm going to press play while I calculate the shipping on this.
Shortly after moving into the house, the Pritchards, an ordinary working class family, began to experience inexplicable and frightening activity. From pools of water on the floor to photographs seemingly being slashed by
£3.50 delivery. Standard delivery. I would show you, but it's got all my address on the screen and I'm not exposing myself to the internet. Yeah, £3.50 for delivery. They've got a kids section as well. Oh my god, hang on, it gets worse. The homepage only has like the featured stuff. The full catalogue. They've got shit water bottles. Whatever the fuck that is. Beach towels. Dream catchers. Oh, shall I buy a dream catcher? Put it on the wall with my my lovely collection of dream catchers. There's another two over there you can't see. People think I collect dream catchers. I don't. They just keep turning up at my house. People just keep buying me them for my birthday. Not a fan. And I kind of feel... Right, hang on. That's... I'm sure that is the most generic template for travel mugs on Vistaprint. This is nonsense. Ooh, fanny pack. If it didn't have their shit logo on it, their logo's not even consistent across their merch. Is that fucking Comic Sans? Oh. Why are they selling custom leather jackets? Who's going out going, yeah, I want to buy a Ghost Dimension custom leather jacket? That's not terrible because it doesn't have their shit logo on it. This is ridiculous. Incense burners, that seems like a reasonable price-ish for that, if you get that many. What is this? You can... They're selling this for actual physical human money. £12 for a mug with a typo. Like, I get that a kid's drawn it, but I have no connection to whoever the fuck Isabella is. And quite frankly, unless she's a ghost, I don't give a shit. Right, now that my anger has subsided, we're going to watch this shit.
Unseen forces. This house has gained the reputation of being one of the most paranormally active locations in the UK. Joe the father was trapped in this very coal cellar with what he describes as a very large black figure coming towards him. The family named the poltergeist Fred, and for the most part his antics were viewed as harmless pranks. But the activity soon came to a climax for the family when Diane, the daughter, was dragged violently up the stairs and into her bedroom. When the attack had finished, finger marks could clearly be seen around her throat, yet no living person was near her at the time of the attack.
Good. She gives me Cheryl Cole vibes.
30 East Drive, claimed to be one of the most haunted locations, is also home to hit movie When the Lights Went Out, which tells the story of the location's
I think hits are generous. Oh, we're watching the trailer for this again.
Dad?
Big Bill Bungie.
Did you just move my stuff?
Oh, Sally's got it into her head that we're not alone.
What do you mean?
That we've got a ghost, the daft cow.
What was that?
Bloody hell do you think you're playing at?
Why are you crying?
So what's your interest in all this anyway?
A teacher's concern for people. Sally's a very special girl.
I've still got the lights on.
Get rid of it, Father.
From what you've told me, that would require an exorcism.
So,
All evil, deliver us, O Lord. Sudden and unprovided death.
I mean, it adds like 2 minutes to your runtime. You've got to really. Gets you an extra mid-road.
Mysteries of the Christian faith! Command you! A majestic praise command you! A majestic
There's just something so unfrightening about a Yorkshire accent shouting like exorcism rites.
command you! A majestic Christ command you! A majestic Christ command you!
Look, when it's an angry Latin. That's not working.
Tonight we put ourselves in harm's way in the hope of finding...
Is that even...
Still here, aren't you?
I don't even think that's the layout of the house. Has the movie got the layout of the house wrong? Because there isn't a door at the bottom of the staircase, if my memory serves me correctly. If these are the stairs, she has to be here, and there isn't a front door there. The front door's on the side. This is the front door. So they fucked it for the movie. At least make it accurate. At least I think The Conjuring did a relatively good job of recreating the house.
Tonight we put ourselves in harm's way in the hope of finding out who or what still haunts this house.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that there is the side door. And there's no stairs at the side door.
Oh wow, we're pulling up to the house right now.
We're pulling it up to it now.
It's amazing.
Really spooky.
Can't wait to start this investigation.
So we've arrived at 30 East Drive.
Believed to be one of the most paranormally active locations in the UK.
Haunted by a black monk and a poltergeist.
It is, and I've been looking forward to coming here. But right now, I feel a bit like it doesn't want us here.
Yeah, as soon as you walk up, you can feel sort of an oppressive feeling on you, can't you?
Yeah, like this house isn't welcoming
Oh, is it?
us into it. And I'm looking forward to seeing if that feeling of that dark feeling of pushing us away happens when we get inside.
It's almost as if the house is watching us, isn't it?
Yeah, waiting in anticipation.
All eyes on us tonight.
Should we go in?
I think we should.
Let's do it. Let's go.
This
and
is
investigate
painful.
30 East Drive.
Why does she keep looking at the camera, whispering and shit? It's a good shot, though.
Whoa.
Though, to be fair, I don't think Amazon Prime is the best judge of... the best judge of shows. Because for the longest time, I think it's now actually been removed, which, thank God. This is also going to completely fuck my search history. They had hit TV show Paranormal Porn Stars on Amazon Prime. That was for a while. This wonderful, wonderful masterpiece was on Prime. Award-winning. I think they've since gone out of business. Basically, a group of porn stars that filmed porn in haunted locations, and while they were filming porn, spooky shit happened. So they decided to investigate because they had all the cameras there.
As you come in here, you can, like we said outside, it gets worse. It gets heavier.
Heavier feeling.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, yeah, you're
this
inside.
is, I believe, the coal shed.
This is the coal cellar.
Cellar.
So if we go in, then if we catch anything, you come in as well.
Yeah.
If we catch anything, or if you catch anything behind us,
You'll be able to
that'll
see
be
it.
amazing.
But the feeling you get in here is dark.
Yeah.
It's dingy.
Well, it's a fucking coal cellar with no lights. Of course it's dark and dingy, you knob.
It's cold, very, very, very cold. I suppose it's keeping it cold.
But the whole house is in fact warm, isn't it?
Yeah, very warm.
And I can see why people feel uneasy in here, but I can feel a pressure on my head.
You know what it feels like when you just stand here? It feels like you're being dragged in.
Pulled in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Does
there's
feel
also
like
black
that.
mould on the
'Cause you
ceiling.
have to really.
I think that might do something for the whole feeling of
pull
pressure
yourself.
on your head.
You feel like you're off balance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Probably
Should
asbestos
we
in
go
those
through
walls.
the rest of the house and
Yeah.
see where else we feel before we start this investigation?
There's the toilet. This is a downstairs
this is
toilet
where
in
we
this
set up
place.
all of our equipment. This is
Yeah.
our area. This is going to be our base room.
Oh, good. I love setting up a base room in the kitchen. Please read, not a chance.
Yeah.
No Ouija boards. That is the only rule.
Which is
And this is the kitchen.
This place does look full of
And
asbestos, to be fair.
instantly, you get a feel like somebody's watching you from all angles,
yeah,
don't you?
Isn't it weird?
It's almost
how
like you've got a
you
camera
come
crew in
here
there.
And it's definitely silent.
It wasn't.
What did you hear?
A bang from that room over there. And that's the living area, the living
Should
room.
we go over?
Yeah, let's go into
Let's
the
go
living
over and
room.
check it because we're hearing these noises. We need to investigate them before we start our investigation.
Now it's daytime, and we've arrived here in the daytime, and there's paranormal activity already.
Sorry, someone's just left their clothes here, and I'm pretty sure this is
You know, it just shows you
shut
can investigate a place in the day and in the night, as we're going to do.
Come in, guys, come in. Listen, listen. I swear to God I heard footsteps above.
Like, this is going to be a long fucking stream because I'm pausing this every minute. If you want me to hear the footsteps above, don't play the loudest music I've ever heard in my ears.
Really?
Yeah.
Apparently, the Black Monk was either hung, I think, and then put into a well, and the well was here on the floor.
I mean, you've tried.
And when you stand here, it does actually feel a little bit off balance.
Yeah, and you can
just a
tell
wonky
that this
floor.
isn't a normal home.
No.
You can tell that something nasty
Yeah,
has been
definitely.
here, or maybe still here.
It's like the walls have captured it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got a really eerie feeling
So,
of death.
Yeah.
yeah, sounds horrific. The music's louder than them. One thing I will say about the walls have captured it. She is talking about the stone tape theory. A theory which was, where are we at? Proposed in 1972, maybe? No, the 18th century. In that certain hauntings are essentially recordings of actual events that have been recorded in the energy and the recorded onto rocks and other items. So could have been recorded onto the stone and the floor, could have been recorded onto the walls, you know, that sort of thing. And that when the conditions are right, it replays much like a vinyl record, how the indentations and the grooves on that, how the music's played. It's the same with this, and when the conditions are the same as they were when it was recorded, it could kick back out. Which it's a theory.
Joe, the father, died
not convinced,
upstairs.
But it is certainly a theory.
Yeah.
Did you catch that on the audio?
Yeah.
Tap,
That
tap.
was a bang, wasn't it?
I mean,
Yeah.
who knows?
Okay, so if we take you out of here and we go in the hall, you might be able to hear it a bit louder.
Yeah, let's
I
go.
think.
Let's go through. Let's go through and see
Yeah.
what else
Okay.
before we. Are you here?
I heard a bang that
There's a
time.
man called Fred that
Well, the
haunts the place.
poltergeist, family named the poltergeist Fred to try and ordinary up this demonic thing that was haunting them and playing harmful tricks
not
sometimes
demonic.
on them. So if we shout for Fred,
Yeah.
I mean, it could be.
Fred, are you here?
If we shout for Fred, hey up, Fred!
Are you?
on them. So if we shout for Fred,
Yeah. Fred, are you here?
This is an experience.
do you hear that big bang?
Do you hear that?
That was upstairs.
Yeah.
It's like we're getting closer.
Like he's lowering us upstairs.
Yes.
Let's
Do you
see.
want us to come upstairs? Oh my god!
Never, never, never. That was. Do you know? If you look.
The first thing they've done in this episode that I actually somewhat agree with is at least they've stopped the fucking background music for that.
Pan that camera up there. You'll be able to see this clock, and I think that might have been that clock.
Is that the famous clock?
Fred? Are you waiting for us at the top of the stairs? Was it you who made that noise before? Yes.
Oh,
Did you tell me you
I
heard
heard
that?
That was a definite response.
Ooh, a prayer on the wall. Make note of that.
Fred!
I don't know if you're picking it up on cameras, but I can hear what sounds like a pulsating noise.
Growl.
You got a growl.
It's like a...
Right, hang on, sorry. No, everyone's heard something different. She's had a pulsating, he's had a growl, and the other one's had a thump. I think we need to make up our minds here, really, because we're now all agreeing it's the same noise, and it just isn't.
Fred? Fred!
It's just not gonna. It's never gonna not be funny.
Did you hear that?
That was a growl.
I heard
That was
a
a
rumble.
growl.
Ooh, feels different in here, doesn't it?
What does it feel make your head feel all weird?
Yeah, but it feels like somebody's doing this to your arms,
This is the
Is that what you
master
feel?
bedroom.
pulling you down.
You?
Yeah.
Like a weight of something.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
That was weird. As soon as it was just there where I walked. I wondered if that was the feeling of maybe Joe coming to bed,
Who the fuck is Joe?
replaying.
Right.
Wow.
That's weird.
Okay.
Furniture in this room also is believed to have been moved
Yes.
and pushed around.
Yeah.
This place, I feel, is going to have a lot of activity.
Definitely a lot to offer, isn't it?
When we go dark later, I think that this is going to be an immense night of activity with this poltergeist-style activity.
Well, I think you should actually do a loan in here. Only because Joe died, who's the man of the house.
Yeah.
He might communicate better with you being the man.
And we'll put a lock off in the room as well.
Definitely.
We'll put
Definitely
a lock off
offs.
and a camera.
Yeah, I think we should.
Because Joe died in the bathroom, didn't
The
he?
bathroom, but we don't really want to show the bathroom unless we really have to. But obviously this is where he slept. So it might
Sorry,
be
if that's the room he died in and that's the room where his ghost is seen, show the bathroom. What? Just put the lid down on the toilet, you'll be fine, love.
a good idea.
To do with that. Okay.
This is where he was at his most vulnerable while he was sleeping.
Well,
so-
I don't know, he's probably at his most vulnerable on the
That's
toilet when he was
momental, I
dying, to be
feel.
fair.
We're being watched.
Yeah, it
Child's
does. You do
bedroom
get
one.
that all over the
I'm guessing this is Philip's bedroom
house. You do get that feeling of somebody watching you.
on my map.
Or different entities watching you, maybe.
I think, yeah, I think,
It's not just one, is it?
I think we're waiting for him to.
Fred's
get
the
us off guard.
poltergeist.
Yeah,
And then
Yeah.
once he's got us off guard, he's gonna go.
yeah. Because, like I said before, it's daytime and already things are starting to happen. It's not like this spirit, this energy, is a soft-natured
No.
spirit, is it? It's
I-
I'm here and hello,
Huh?
I'm going to do something for you.
I feel there's not just one spirit here.
No,
I feel
definitely.
there's multiple.
Can
multiple
confirm that did
spirits
happen.
here.
Yeah.
And possibly spirits that don't belong here. I
yeah.
think somebody may have brought something here.
What, that held some sort of energy to
Yeah,
it?
I think somebody may have opened a portal to a different dimension
Yeah,
and brought a
quite
spirit
possibly.
in.
Yeah.
Right, we're just... Okay, I guess we're throwing a demon out into the mix then. Good.
Carol, welcome to
Oh,
Ghost
Big
Dimension.
Carol's here.
You live next door to 30 East Drive.
Yes,
How long have you lived there for?
29 years.
29
Big
years.
Carol.
And would you
You're right,
say
we've got to
this
get
is one
Carol
of the
on
most
camera.
haunted houses in the UK, or
Yeah, but
From
you're
my
Welsh, Finn. No one would
experience, yes.
understand you.
what have you experienced?
Various things in my house and this house.
Sorry, if we're going to do this angle... If we're going to have this angle, can we at least get her in focus? Because currently we've got the cars passing by
What have you
behind.
experienced?
Various things in my house and this house.
So the activity sometimes goes into your house as well.
It's on both. It's the ground that's
really?
active, not the bricks and mortar.
No.
It's the ground.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
29 years of pure hell.
29 years.
29 years.
Oh, God.
And do you ever go inside of this house?
Yep. Every day.
Every day?
Yep.
And what do you feel when you go inside?
Sometimes I don't win on my own.
Yeah.
I have a couple of team members go with me. Sometimes we walk in and it just feels like any other house.
Yeah.
And sometimes we go in and it's like you can cut atmosphere.
Is she the
Sometimes we
cleaner
go in,
then?
The smell is awful. We have to open our windows.
Really? What's the
dead.
smell of?
Well, you won't want me to say on camera,
Really?
but it
Shit.
is that bad.
Does it
Who's
smell
the
of
man
shit?
called Fred that's haunted?
He was given the nickname Fred. He is a monk. He's about
Yeah.
7 foot tall, but his real name's Michael.
Oh, right.
He's such a lovely bloke.
Right, hang on. Fred, 7 foot tall. His real name's Michael. And he's a lovely bloke.
He's walked down my path. He's walked over to People of it Road. Oh, People of it Road, and was scared. And I had to talk to him a few months ago because he never hurt nobody.
No.
It's not that you fear in these houses. There's
No.
something other than that.
There's something demonic here.
You said that, not me.
Okay.
Carol had explained her feelings towards this house, which matched our own. It was now time to start our investigation.
Yes.
Okay, so
What is this nonsense? What the I'm on board. I don't know what it is, but I want one. It's a bit loud as well.
Tesla. And what this will do is charge the atmosphere and the energy.
Okay, well you can just get an EMF pump, which is much less electric.
In this building, and we're setting this off now, so when we do our investigation, the atmosphere here is charged.
40 quid and doesn't look like a taser, much more effective. To be fair, that would look good on camera.
And ready to go. So I'll let that keep going for about 10 minutes, and then we'll get on with our investigation.
It's the equivalent of one of these doodads, a Tesla coil, like that. So it puts electrical energy into the air, which the paranormal entities can supposedly use and manifest to I want the fucking gun version, if I'm honest. Yeah, shut up. Show me the gun. Show me the gun. I want the gun. Give me the gun. Yeah, I want this. I want a gun. They use the energy to manifest and to do things, because it takes large amounts of energy for them to interact. You could do, to be fair. That looks like a death trap. Is this man a Ghostbuster? Because this feels like a Ghostbusters utensil. It's basically just like an overpowered fucking... what do you call it? Stun gun. Taser. It's fucking loud as shit. It's a bit cobbled together as well. Right.
So myself and Bex are in front of the bedroom.
Yes, we are.
And we've got to explain. Oh.
So.
Okay, well that's interesting.
Right, Sean's going to introduce the bear on the bed and why it's just said that.
This bear that Bex is looking at on the camera here, in this room, senses temperature, it's got an EMF meter in it, it'll speak. If it gets warm, it'll go, it's got a temperature sensor in it, it'll say it's getting warm. It just said, is it getting warm in here if it gets cold?
I will say, if you're going to do that, which I'm all for the Boo Bear, right? The advanced Boo Bear that has the full temperature gauge, etc. inside of it. Don't then give it a child's voice, because that's creepy as shit. If I'm in the pitch black... Yeah, they've got the... Is it Spirit Shack? Is that who does the Boo Bear? I'm sure it's Spirit Shack. So whereas I think you've got the Rem Bear, they've got this fucking demonic thing. Comes in a little box. And has full interaction. Whereas I think you have this one possibly, which lights up to touch. Whereas I have a cheap knockoff that some bloke made on Etsy. Because I wasn't spending 50... I couldn't bring myself to spend 50 quid on a bear at the time. I also really want a... What's the other thing that I want? I've seen it. Someone's released their own version of the Ovulus. It is called the... Spirit Pod? No. I'll find out what it's called while we play this.
It'll also speak randomly to ask and encourage children to interact with it, and it will interact back with us. In this room also we've got this television over here.
Here it is. Someone's made the Hexcom. It's an Ovulus alternative. It uses sensors such as temperatures and EMF, etc. To access a library of different words inside of it, and it spits out the different words depending on the energies and signals it reaches. 8 hours of use, 4 hours. Unfortunately, it's 200 quid. which I do not have the money to spend on. I can't justify that right now. If anyone wants to donate me 200 quid, feel free, but, you know, don't, because that would be fucking nuts. But yeah, I kind of want one of those. They've also got all their other Spirit Box type. Yeah, Spirit Shack's a pretty good website. I've bought a few bits from here in the past. They've also got, obviously, the Spirit Box that I have, which I think I did get from them. Except mine was only 92 quid. Manual tune Spirit Box seems ridiculous because you've got to permanently... That's just a radio. You've got to permanently be shuffling channels yourself, which just isn't feasible. That's like a cheap Spirit Box. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's an expensive business, seeing as most of the stuff on here is just boring shit. Like that, realistically, that's not a bad price for a voice recorder, to be fair. The best one, 100 quid, not a chance. A black EMF detector with a digital screen, don't need it. EMF pump, here's the thing I was looking at earlier. It's literally just a battery pack they've screwed to the side of a project box, stuck a light on it, and the battery's basically just emitting energy constantly. What else do they have? One of these. Some 15 quid for cat toys. Actually, I think that's the one you've got, isn't it, Jordan? That looks right to me.
And the bear's now saying, for example, can you make a noise? And it's asking for the kids to make a noise. So if there's kids in this room, or any other type of spirit, it may also interact with the bear as well as us. This television is a white noise television. We'll turn it off in a second and get a bit of white noise going. And in the other room we've got a REM pod, as well as the
It's not a white noise, it's just a television they haven't bothered tuning. It's... Well, so here's the music box, 150 quid for a Spirit Shack official music box, which again feels expensive.
Which is just charge the atmosphere in this atmosphere. And on the floor we've got a load of balls, which Bex will show you now. And the balls are there to be moved, played with and touched. And so we're going to try and get the spirits to do it.
We've also got a rocking horse. Mini rock and roll.
Not gonna lie, that
so if anything
talking
does come in
bear
here,
feels really
irritating.
irritating.
We'll get some interaction. So we'll turn the telly on now with the noise.
Yeah, they are sick. That's true. So I think this is the essentially a... They're using this as a sort of spirit box where the white noise could give chances for spirits to try and communicate through by altering the frequencies, as opposed to having to actually manifest a voice.
I'm gonna try and not knock these balls, so I'm going to stand behind them.
Good
because
idea.
I don't want to knock them, because we have got a locked off camera on the balls as well, and that sits on top of the TV and that is pointing right at them. So if we catch anything tonight, we are gonna get it on some sort of camera.
So
the bear keeps talking.
The bear keeps talking. Now it's just asking if a spirit has a favourite song.
Tell you what, the heating's on, isn't it?
Yeah.
But since we walked in this room,
it's cold.
Yes. I'm glad you said that before me.
It's got really cold.
Behind me, it's freezing.
Yeah. And it's cold.
Yeah.
Who are those
Very
people
cold.
on the wall?
I can feel it actually.
Can you feel it?
It is colder here.
Yeah.
I was originally going to say the
move.
Beatles, but that just isn't right.
I'm going to move like here, I think.
Okay.
And just point the camera there, just in case I pick up anything.
So, is any spirits here? See the doll saying it's getting warm.
It's not.
It's cold. It's cold.
You've just
cold.
No. You just said literally seconds ago the heating's on. You can't now tell me that it's cold in here. Yes, that is the Osmonds, you're right. Did they not just say the heating was on? The radiator is... I can see the radiator. The bear is leaning on the radiator. They've left the bear leaning on the radiator. Of course it's going to get warm.
Here? Can you open the door for us?
Oh, go on then.
Or use your voice and make a noise.
Now, the lady next door, she said Fred. Fred's real name was Michael. And he had a
Simon as well, this
brother
Simon is
called
brother.
Simon. And Michael was nice, apparently. And Simon was...
Right, can we turn the bear off? Because
nice.
that's irritating. Oh, there's the Beatles. I knew I saw the Beatles. Yeah, our Ram video. I wonder if they've done the Ram,
So
actually.
if we call out for Simon, you know who what,
we
and
are.
why we're calling out for Simon and Michael. Michael?
Are you there? Can you communicate with us?
There's a moan over there.
They won an award for an award of recognition at Indie Fest. So prior to them going on, because they're a self-made show, they're not a mass-produced show. Yeah, to be fair, because they're an indie show, they won an award. Actually, he won an award for being the producer of this show. What else has he produced? He's also produced Ghost Dimensions Live, Ghost Dimensions Flying Solo, which I'm guessing is when she left him and he had to do it on his own. I just want to see an episode list. They don't seem to have one on the internet.
Yeah.
TV not.
Yeah, let's turn the telly off now. We should have built up enough charge.
Only because
Oh wait, they do have one.
we might not be able to pick the noises up on
noises.
the camera if we've got that on.
Alright, is there anybody here now who's joined us in our atmosphere?
Maybe.
Can you...
I know the only thing is, I know you used to be able to submit your own shows to Amazon and then they stopped it. So I'm wondering if they got in back when you could still submit things. I'm just looking at the different places they've been now. They've been to the City of Caves and the Galleries of Justice, both of which I have emailed. Season 2. They did this place, some boring farms, Leeds Museum, a bingo hall. Yeah, Jelly Smack would be a good way in, to be fair. They must have a connection. They did a celebrity special in Pluckley. Of course, you've been to Pluckley, I believe. They did an outdoor episode at St James's Cemetery in Liverpool. A couple of boring social clubs. Another bingo hall. The Bus Museum in St Helens. And that's... Oh, they went to Gran Canaria for 3 episodes. Surprised they've not done, and then I guess they got cancelled in 2019 because they've not released an episode since, apparently. Interesting.
Communicate. Can you communicate with us? Whistle, whistle, whistle. That. Yeah, small whistle.
Hello?
I will say that bear is the most distracting thing.
There's also a child in here. Not in here, but in the house. Called Emma. Was it Emma?
Yeah.
Or Amy?
I have heard that.
Emma.
Listen. Okay, Fred, is that you? Did you hear the voice?
I will have to have a look.
And again, but I was... No, the doll.
The doll speaks at random intervals. What do you mean? It's been doing that for the last 10 minutes, mate. What nonsense are you talking? Oh, I'm fed up of this.
You heard that, didn't you? There was a voice, a really low voice, and the doll, the teddy, said, "Can you say something?" Again? Thanks, let's do it again. Let's ask again.
I'm going to keep this with me. Can you say something to us? Can you use your voice and speak to us? Or whistle?
If it was you that whistled, whistle again.
Aw, thanks. I like holding hands with you.
Okay, well that's a bit weird. Now the doll's also got sensors in it, and it's just said something's holding its hand.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Because they don't even know how their own doll works. If it senses touch, the part it's being touched lights up. That's the point of having a £250 fucking teddy bear. It's got LEDs in all of the ligaments and the body and the head. I think it's even got them in the ears and the nose. So when you touch that individual area, that part lights up. It's literally sensitive to show you which part is being touched. It's not... It doesn't just speak. It speaks random bollocks to try and get things to interact with it. Because it's designed to be left in a room on its own. It's not designed for you to sit there staring at it for 6 hours.
It's coming near the doll. I can hear that.
Leave me on the bed.
I'm not staying on the bed.
I'm not staying on the bed.
If that was you, do it again. Make that noise.
That tickles.
No way. Are you on the doll? Yeah. On the teddy?
No.
Something's touching the doll.
I'm starting to think that their lights in their doll must be broken because they're supposed to light up and theirs evidently has not bothered.
I heard that. Listen, listen.
Did you hear that?
There was that thud and then the noise.
The growl, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This place. The atmosphere is totally changed in the dark.
Yeah, now that it's got dark.
Yeah.
It's freaking me out. Brad? What did you hear?
Somebody in this room. Somebody in the room.
Where was it?
Dread.
I heard
What's
that.
your favorite story?
That was in the loft.
So is there a loft? Because a couple of people have mentioned a loft, but I've not seen one.
Fuck is that?
I don't like it. I don't like that.
Somebody's walking about.
I don't like
Above us.
Asbestos.
Should we check outside? Because I'm not believing this. This is weird.
Don't open the door.
Don't open the door. Alright, let me open it. I've got to open the door.
Don't open the door.
Open the door. Go on.
Fuck.
I heard that behind you.
Stop doing that.
I heard it. Did you not hear it?
What's your favorite color?
See?
Stop it. Hello? Wait.
Hold my hand.
I'm guessing there were a couple
Oh,
or
you
something
here?
then.
What was it?
I felt left out. What's happening?
Clearly we were not alone, and before we continued our investigation, we got the help of the crew to come inside and point the camera in the loft, as noises appeared to be coming from in there.
So there is a
We
loft.
found nothing causing the noises we could hear.
Cool.
We just heard
It's a bit
footsteps
okay.
in the loft, didn't we?
One thing I will give them credit for that most Haunted didn't do is they actually checked the loft. I mean, they've done the logical thing of they've heard noises above them and they've then looked above them. Most Haunted had noises above them and went, there must be something upstairs, and then one of them fainted, the other one knocked himself out with a picture frame.
Yeah, so we
And
just...
a bang as we came out, didn't we?
Yeah, so we just grabbed the monopod before we moved into this next room.
What's a monopod?
And just checked it. Nobody was there.
The stick
No
thing.
one.
No one.
You can see it.
There's the
I'm
loft.
just going to grab a drink.
Apparently it's too small. The crew said it was too small.
Too small. So should we go into this next room?
So if we're going to go to Jean and Joe's bedroom,
Yeah.
we have a locked off camera there, don't we?
In there already. Yeah.
And that's rolling. So
Let's go in.
we should
Back.
look.
Got the RAM on the floor here.
Oh God.
Did I just kick?
Power.
Power.
Can't see.
Right.
Understand here.
Right.
Okay, so there's the locked off camera.
And we've got that doll behind us.
And there's the doll.
I mean, it does remind me of a picture I saw on Google yesterday of the mirror. Apparently they catch a lot of things, just a fun thing, while we're here. They catch a lot of weird things in mirrors at East Drive. Something in behind them. Obviously that's the creepiest one. That is from this show. We'll get to that in a bit, I guess. A couple of things peeking around corners. They catch a lot of physical... this is one of the places that a lot of physical apparitions seem to get caught. Don't know what the fuck that is. I mean, it's horrifying, but I don't know what it is. This, I believe, was caught, potentially. Where's the big, scary one? There was one that I now can't see anywhere. Don't know what's going on there. I wonder whether that's... Oh, is that the Most Haunted Live episode from there? Where Carl got dragged up the stairs. I don't know what we're seeing here. Not a clue. So Carl apparently got dragged up around that corner. He didn't. I mean, he might have done, but he had a rope around his waist, so fuck knows. I don't trust Most Haunted. This is the creepy picture. Someone filmed this while laying in one of the beds. It's very odd, I must admit. Don't know what it could be. Not a fan of it. If I see that, I am running. I want you to know that now. I want to make that very clear. But yeah.
Okay, so if there's any spirits in here that want to communicate with us, can you make yourself known?
Yeah.
Speak to us. Make a noise. Set the REM pod off on the floor. What can you hear?
Creaking.
Yeah.
We might get Joe in here, mightn't we? Because obviously this was his bedroom, so we might find
Big Joe, yeah.
Shall we? Do you know we get most activity when we sit down on the bed?
It's horrible, isn't it?
Should we do it?
It's because, you know what it feels like? It's because like, we feel more vulnerable.
Yeah.
Because we're nearly missed the bed.
That's the Tesla Airbags, isn't it? Which we've had going.
Yeah. That charges the energy in the room.
It doesn't charge the energy. It charges the room with energy. It doesn't charge the energy. It provides the energy. That's where the energy comes from.
10 minutes prior to coming in here.
Stupid woman.
And doing our duels upstairs.
Okay, so spirits. You've got...
Do you know?
I did. We're not even having to say anything here, and we're hitting taps. If you're in here, communicate, make any noise you want. Close the door. Touch one of us. Or, you know, you've got to do something big.
30 East Drive. You have to. Turn the lights on, or make the light shade move. That would be a good one.
Yeah.
What was that?
Did you hear that voice say?
I was behind us on the bed.
To be fair, heard that.
That was hello.
Yeah, I heard that.
Was it hello?
But you know when somebody's got the radio on, and you turn the radio right down, and it's just...
That editing is so... But if you've heard a noise, replay it.
Yeah. Did you... Did you hear that voice?
I mean, I don't think
Did
it
you
said
hear that
hello.
voice say?
It was sort of a...
Shit.
That was hello.
Yeah, I heard that.
But you know when somebody's got the radio on, and you turn the radio right down, and it's just a man's voice. It was that loud.
Yeah, it
It was
was.
just...
Hello? Okay.
Who should get out of here?
Now let's continue. We've got to do it. I'm just going to move around here.
She's shitting herself.
Okay.
I don't think they're at the point they should be afraid yet. Nothing groundbreaking has happened.
Alright, you've got your opportunity now.
What's moving behind them? Is that her shadow on the wall?
Alright, you've got your opportunity now. Me and Bex are here. We're wanting to communicate with you.
We don't need a selfie cam, mate. Show us the room.
Speak to us.
We don't need to look at you the entire time.
We heard your voice. Say something more to us.
That's the bear.
I heard that in the other room. A tap.
That's the bear.
Go and touch the teddy in the other room if you can.
Knock the teddy over.
Push it off the bed.
Yeah. Or move the balls.
Should we see? Oh. What?
God, did you not hear that?
I did. Stay still.
No, put the light on.
I'm moving.
No, he didn't. He said what? He said what? He clearly didn't hear whatever she heard, which then scared the shit out of me. I'm not going to lie to you. Oh, the lights are on.
Did you hear that?
He's smiling.
Did you hear that?
The growl.
Yeah. That was like you sat on someone.
Yeah. Should we just retest that? Just make sure it wasn't just the bed.
You do it.
It gets you so on edge. No.
That was a growl. That was like a moan. Like
Again.
Okay, well, I guess I'm going to have to rewind then, seeing as they're not going to show the fucking replay. Right. I'm pretty sure he just made a grunt as he sat down, she shat herself, and then he started giggling to himself because he knew it was him, and he just didn't want to tell her.
Over.
Push.
Because he hasn't smirked the entire time, but he smirked then.
Push it off the bed.
Yeah. Or move the balls.
Right, so let's watch this nicely. So as he sits down, I think he goes...
Should we see? Oh.
Yeah, he...
Should we see? Oh.
Okay. The one thing I will say, there is a very faint sort of murmur in the background behind his very loud and clear. Oh.
Should we see?
Yeah, there is a distant noise behind it. Assuming she didn't hear him, and she heard whatever was behind his voice in the background, I still don't think that reaction was necessarily justified. I think she might have got a bit too screamy there, because it was way too fucking loud in my ears.
What?
God, did you not hear that?
I did. Stay still.
No,
He
put
didn't.
the light on.
But then he starts smirking as if he thinks or he knows that she heard him, not the demon.
Did you hear
He looks
that?
far too pleased with himself, as if he got one over on her.
Growl.
Yeah. That was like you sat on someone.
Yeah. Should we just retest that? Just make sure it wasn't just the
Right,
bed.
I've seen this bit.
That was a growl. That was like a moan, like you sat on somebody.
That was weird, man. That was weird.
God.
Let's go lights out again.
Oh, do we have to?
Let's go. Yeah, let's do it.
Well, turn the lights out. Come on.
That's
because we put the lights on. That was a clear growl on that bed. Or like a moan that you sat on somebody.
Yeah.
Oh.
I heard that.
Okay.
Ooh.
That was me.
That is not the noise it made in any way.
That was like I heard that.
Oh, you sat on somebody.
Yeah.
There was some sort of gargle. Or
I heard that.
I don't want to say a growl, but a sort of noise of some
That was like
description.
a ghostly.
It wasn't. That wasn't at all what the noise was, mate.
Can you do another thing for us?
That's just the bear talking.
That's the teddy. Good story. Should we check the teddy? No. You don't want to check?
Yes, check the teddy.
Okay.
Don't listen to her. She's a pussy. Go check
Alright,
the
shut
teddy.
the door. Bex is pointing at the door. If you can make all these noises or footsteps above us, shut the door. I heard the noise.
Did you hear what that said?
What?
I'm here. Oh my God. I'm here.
She actually looks
Are you here?
afraid, but I think she is a pussy.
It just sounds muted.
It does, it does. Okay.
Let's go look at the teddy.
Do something more for us.
Somebody's touching my hair.
Are they? Where?
Do something more for us. Specs. Hold that camera. No, I'm switching the light on. Hold on a sec. Right. There's somebody up there. We've tested this. I'm gonna point. Let's get this to communicate with us. I'm gonna knock on the roof. Ready? Not back if you're there, come on. That's weird.
I'm going to go ahead and say that was a failed test. I don't think his test quite worked. Can we go check the bear? Because you asked it to knock the bear over.
Always be the lights out for the activity.
Make you more scared, more vulnerable, heightened senses.
I mean, there was a movie in this house, based on this house, called When the Lights Go Out. So I feel like previous indicators imply that when the lights go out, things happen.
Do that again for us. Walk above us. We'll switch this off.
Oh, God. I hate going lights out in here. This whole bloody building, I hate it. Not the building, but the lights out thing.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Switch the lights off for us.
An orb just come.
Past the camera, by the door when the door opened.
Yeah.
Orbs are bollocks, we all know it. Mostly.
Just put that light on, please, with the light on.
She is a pussyo.
Can we call for somebody?
Oh, hang on.
Can we call for somebody?
Yeah, wait, just wait, because we're all outside.
Call.
No, don't panic. Just stay there. Don't I'm not leaving you. Don't move.
Let's look at the teddy bear that you asked it to move.
Oh, I can't do
this. Don't
this.
Move, just don't move. What the fuck was that?
I can't do it.
Stay there. You can't do it?
No. I can't do this. This is too scary.
Stay. Get away from the stairs.
Did you hear that?
Just get away from the stairs.
Did you hear that?
What did you
the
hear?
front down this.
I heard.
It was on that. I heard it.
Door. No.
No.
That's what we do everywhere.
Yeah, let's see if we can get it to do it again.
We do that for the spirit to try and finish the knock.
Well, why did you not do that the one time you actually asked the spirit to respond to your knock on the ceiling then?
Ready?
We'll see.
Oh, we're back to the music then. Good.
We could hear clear voices and knocks, and we felt it was time to grab Paul and try out an experiment with the portal.
What's a portal?
Paul, what are we doing in this room? We've got the experiment called the portal.
Yeah, we've got the SB7 hooked up to the portal, which is an amplifier with two guitar pedal effects on. One's a delay and one's a reverb. So what we're going to try and do is, if anything comes through, we get a better chance of hearing what it says, because it's going to cut out a lot of the noise and we'll get some of the echo behind it. So it'll drag that word out a little bit longer, so we can actually try and hear and make sense of what it is that it's said.
Okay. Let's get on. Let's
Brilliant.
do it. I like it.
Yeah.
Fire up the
And
SB7.
this is the said portal.
Okay, so that's on now, yeah?
Yes. Just need to turn it up.
Let's turn it up. Let's get it going.
So that's quite loud now, but because of the noise reduction that's on it, it's cutting out a lot of the hiss that you'd normally get through with the SB7. I'll just demonstrate, I'll show you if we turn this.
High.
Normally what you get. High.
Is that high?
Yeah. So we cut out some of that background hiss.
So we can ask questions now, see if we can communicate with these spirits.
Yes.
Maybe he's Fred.
It's not a terrible idea, reducing the hiss on an SB7, because an SB7 has a lot of white noise. Obviously, that's how it works. It sweeps radio frequencies rapidly. So I'm not against the idea of stripping out the noise. The echo, it's similar to what the Echovox, the other one, Necrophonic app does. I think Echovox does have a echo as well, in that it echoes the word so you can hear it multiple times, basically, with more of a chance of working out what it's saying. I find it slightly disorienting myself, but I could see why it would be helpful.
Fred, maybe it's not Fred. We'll find out. That wasn't nice.
That said Fred.
Fred.
That's
Fred again. Are we communicating to Fred? Jesus.
Of course.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
And there was a noise and a half then.
Yeah.
Fred?
Yeah, Dad.
Oh,
What's going on?
the door.
That door.
It's a knock.
Jesus Christ. Fred, can you speak to us on the portal?
Yes. Did you hear that, Paul? Yeah.
Yeah.
The other problem is that the denoiser they're using seems to be stripping out the depth of the words, the real vocalization. So they're still getting the noise through, but although it's taking out the background noise, so it's somewhat clearer, it's also taking out the pronunciation of a word. So a yes is turning into a s. It's like the sort of noises that distinguish the words aren't quite there, so you're getting more mumbles of words through as opposed to fully formed words and sentences.
I missed the first one, I'll be honest, but the second one, I heard it was like confirming.
We've also got a camera, locked off camera, in the room, so that's pointing over there, so we catch anything that we don't catch.
Fred, are you haunting this building? Do you go upstairs and scare people?
What does it say?
Upstairs.
I do?
Upstairs.
No.
Upstairs.
Can it go any louder then?
What I can do is try and let a little bit more of the background hiss out. Fred, is your name really Michael?
What was that?
It's above us. Yeah, I said yeah.
Both of us?
Yeah.
So Michael and
Simon?
Simon.
Simon's Michael's brother.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Fred? Simon? Are you stuck here? Are you the people making the noises? The voices?
Michael, there's conflicting. Heard that.
Did you hear that?
Another big back, yeah, again.
And what did he say? Yes.
Said
Yeah,
yes.
said yes.
Was that you that knocked them for us? Yeah.
Bex? I thought it
We
said
said
Bex.
yes or Bex. Which one was
I
it?
think it was Bex.
Bex. Was you trying to scare Bex?
Because he knew he did it upstairs.
Oh, what the hell happened there?
Why would it have done that?
That sounds a bit dark, doesn't it?
That was a bit demonic.
Yes.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Whoa! The door! The door! Did we get that?
Yeah, I think so. Shit, we've got to go through it.
Paul?
Yeah, I'll go on.
Do you want to take that and take a look?
Yeah.
I think
Poor bastard Paul.
That freaked me out.
that was... That there just opened on its own. We could hear a door going.
Okay, I will say that latch looks like it's not functional because he's opened and closed the door 3 times now and he hasn't actually moved the handle.
Opened.
So it could have just been a breeze, a gust of wind, a vibration. It did make me jump, I'm not going to lie to you. That did startle me slightly. It made me feel slightly uneasy for a second, but I think there's a logical explanation behind it.
Jesus, that freaked the hell out of me then.
Is nobody there, or is anybody there?
They also conveniently left it for a minute after the door opened to check while he proved that the door was functional, so anyone that was there could have left. Interesting, more compelling than the most haunted bloke being knocked out by a fucking picture frame, to be fair. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you, it was the scream that made me jump more than the fucking door opening. Oh, I'll wake my foot up slightly. If anyone here was trying to fall asleep or was trying to nap during that, I apologise for the scream that probably just deafened you, because I think that volume was even louder on the stream than it was in my ears.
Jesus.
Whoa. That was me, having a door. Do you know, before the door went, I heard like a noise from upstairs.
I did.
And then the door went.
I was pointing up at the ceiling, and then I for some reason I panned over to the door. What did that say?
Quite dark, that, wasn't it?
I'm here. I'm sure that said I'm here. Cheers, Paul. God. That was freaky, that.
Hairs are standing up on my arms at the moment. I'm just...
I'm expecting the door to open again.
Hi.
Hi.
That's a lady.
Yeah.
Are we communicating with a lady spirit? Female?
Oh.
Can you say your name?
Jesus.
Right. The floor vibrated. Did anybody feel that floor then? It shook.
Most haunted reported frequent floor vibrations when they were investigating the place. So there could be a natural cause for it. I don't know off the top of my head how close the location is to train lines. I'm just going to close that tab because that tab's freaky, thank you. What's nearby? A couple of cafes. Assuming they're here at night, there's nothing major nearby that would cause vibration that I can see. The nearest train line isn't significantly close. So yeah, there's no clear cause. There is a school. That's not. There's a school nearby called Highwell School, which adds to the whole being near a school thing. There's nothing nearby that would cause a vibration unless it's the train. I mean, for context, here's East Drive. Here's the train track, and here's Pontefract Paranormal. It's just some dude's house, but nice. I guess they are probably fairly frequent. But yeah, so here's the train line. I think it's too different that you wouldn't really feel the vibration from that. However, the vibration could just be a car going by, and the vibration would also potentially explain why the door opened if the latch isn't fully functional.
Shook. Have you just come in here and stomped your foot or something because this floor shook? Can you do it again?
Oh my god.
What?
Massive orb from the portal. Oh my.
This floor
there was
shook.
a massive orb there, but
Can you do it again?
Let's go frame by frame. I want to see this orb. That has mass to it. I would say dust particle. Potentially an insect, but my immediate guess would be dust particle, or that's coming from her right, which is him.
Or something, because this floor.
She's pointing the camera that way if she's the one that filmed it. Okay. I would say dust particle.
Can you do it again?
Oh my god.
What?
Massive orb from the portal down
From
to the floor.
portal?
Down to the floor, yeah.
Which makes sense with what Paul's saying.
Yeah.
They must have stamped their feet and they were going to the floor again.
Yeah. Outside.
Certainly, like it said, that it started the out. But I thought it said out bet. I don't know.
Do you want us to be on our own?
No, I'm not going on my own.
No, I don't think you should. But
yes.
Yes.
Oh, my. Do you know what? That was like children.
Yeah. Is this Emma?
Are you pointing at the portal?
I'm pointing at the sofa and the portal.
I've not been on nerve for a while, but
I know.
that is, yeah, that's freaked me out.
So just again for clarity, they're in the living room. Cameras up here. The Echo MacGuffin, the SB7 is there. These are the doors that opened leading onto the dining room, which leads onto the exit. Leads onto the side door and exit. Which, again, to me, someone could have pushed that door open and left straight out the exit in the time he faffed around with the lock to prove that there was a lock, which he kind of proved there wasn't, but...
That's that bloody door open.
Fuck me, did you hear that? Where was that from?
I can hear chanting.
I can hear chanting.
I can hear chanting.
I can.
I can't hear chanting.
Do you know what that sounded like?
What?
Bleeding curtains.
Yes. Are you here with us right now?
30 East Drive was living up to its reputation, and the door opening on its own was proof we were not alone. Now Sean and Paul head off on their own to investigate further.
So we've now got the whole of the building to ourselves. Nobody's in here. We've got the Alice box.
Which has just said intention.
Intention. Climb.
What the fuck? Sorry,
That's weird.
Only one thing to climb.
Box to ourselves.
What's this?
Nobody's in here. We've got the Alice box.
Alice box. Alice box? I can't tell his accent. Alice box. So it's a... Is the Alice box might, and I can't tell for sure, I'll have to look into it further, be software for a Windows machine. I can't quite tell how it works. I'll have to look into it and see how it works, then I'll let you guys know in a future stream. Because I might get one if it's decent.
Which has just said intention.
Intention. Climb. That's weird.
It's only one thing to climb here, and that's the stairs.
Stairs. But luckily we've got a camera on the stairs, so if anything does come down, we will capture it. And we've got some REMs knocking about as well, haven't we?
Yeah.
Okay. Is anybody here with me and Paul? I heard something.
There was a click out there.
Out in this, in a stairs.
Sounded like it.
Nobody here. Is anybody here?
There's definitely footsteps.
That came from the kitchen. This has been the base, the hub of the night in here where we've had all the equipment.
Right, see, I'm not thrilled about the idea of the demon or spirit or poltergeist or Fred or whatever the fuck it's calling itself invading the hub. I like having a hub, a base camp.
Oh, okay.
Thankfully, this base camp is next to the front door.
Where did that come from?
Over in that corner, I think.
Down the bottom?
Mm. A shuffling sound.
Right behind us.
Can you talk to us? You can use this that I'm holding in my hand to communicate through. What the hell was that?
What was that?
I think there's something behind us.
What is that there? You can hear it moving.
Grasp.
Grasp? Maybe that's right, Paul. It grasped hold of something.
Yeah.
And that's what, if you can see it, look, grasp. It must have grasped, it grabbed something, and that's what we could hear. Maybe it grabbed the bag.
Mm.
Maybe it did.
It's really good what you're doing. We do appreciate it. What else can you do for us?
Move the coal shed door. Open it or close it. Kick it open. Space.
Are we in your space?
Or is it saying if we go in a coal shed there'll be no space?
Yeah, this is true. So
Should we try it?
Yeah.
Button. Okay.
It's a little bit random unless you can tell us more. What does button mean? Step it in here.
It smells in here.
It does.
Alright, I'll just close this door. Now if that opens, Paul, that can only be paranormal, yeah.
Wow.
Okay. If the spirit that was in here that locked one of the Pritchards in here, is it here? Open the door. Show us you can do something. I can see the door. It's not opening.
Do you recognise the name Joe Pritchard? As the person in here that locked Joe in here and scared him.
You hear the noise from outside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you come and knock on this door? Can you push against it so that we can't open it? Can you trap us like you trapped Joe?
Well, go on then, open it. So I've been quiet for a minute because this is actually relatively interesting.
I'll push it open.
I will say, since she has left the room, the building, suddenly I care a lot more. These two blokes doing a bit of investigating themselves, fine, I'm entertained. He's not the problem. Her screaming at every fucking noise is the problem.
And then you close it.
Well, that was useless.
Go on, close it.
Oh.
If we're in your space, do something to get us out.
Whoa, do you hear that then?
Yeah.
Funeral.
That's not what you want to hear.
That's concerning, to be fair.
There was a noise of a whine. Demon! Oh. No way. Did that, you capture that?
It.
Yeah.
Got it.
Funeral and demon. Laugh. No, this is not good.
No.
We heard the whine. He said funeral, demon and laugh.
And we heard laughter on the portal.
And we did.
We heard ha ha ha.
Sean and Paul had received messages from the Alice box, which led them to believe they were dealing with a demon. So they split up on their own to see if the demon would interact while they were on their lone vigils.
That's a brave decision, to be fair.
Okay, so I'm just sat in the living room of 30 East Drive. Still got the Alice box going. And just going to see...
I want an Alice box.
If there's anything going to
Or
come
an
to
Oculus.
Threat.
Brilliant.
Okay, that says threat.
I agree, it does.
Hi, so I'm going to investigate the infamous coal shed or the coal store.
Coal cellar, yeah.
As you can see, it's just got
The coal home.
coal in it and all of the stuff that you need for a coal shed. So let's see if I can get this spirit. Oh, Jesus Christ, this doesn't feel good. Really, really doesn't feel good. In fact, I'm going to stand away from this door to see if that opens. That will be maybe shut as well. Do you know what? I feel like I'm just talking absolute gibberish because I don't feel safe at this moment in time.
Waffling.
I feel like something's about to happen. I feel disjointed. I'm going to go this way because I think that door's going to open. Okay, if somebody is here with me, come and let me know you're here. Open the door or close it. Do something to me. Come on. Let's see if I can put that there. Come on, if you're here with me, let me know you're here. Open the door. Push it. Go on.
Who's a threat? Am I a threat to you?
I don't think so, pal.
Are you a threat to me?
I would say more likely than the previous option, yeah.
Show me what's threatening.
Brave choice.
If you're going to threaten me, do something.
Push the door, come on. Push the door. Please open it. Do something for me. Do something bigger than just. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, how do I know you're not touching that, fella? I conveniently
you
can't
do it
see
even
your
more.
hand.
Just push it even more.
Put your hands on. Well, I guess one of them's on the camera.
It only went a little bit. I was expecting it to fly open.
Yeah, I'm
but
convinced.
It moved
I'm convinced
slightly,
you did it, mate.
But it's took a lot of me encouraging this spirit to do it. Now, if it's opening doors a little bit, which is more encouraging, I believe we may, and I just heard a weird noise then.
Walking.
Brilliant.
Oh, Jesus.
What was that?
Right. I've just had walking and soft, and there's just been a noise through there. And I am really hesitant to go and have a look. Because earlier that door flew open. And it takes a fair bit to make me twitch, but that did because it was so sudden.
Hello there.
And now I'm wondering whether to go and have a look.
Welcome. I mean, that ended a bit abruptly. 30 East Drive's the only location that we believe our team have come face to face with poltergeist activity. One day we shall return. I don't think they ever did. Is that it? Brilliant. Cool. Okay. I am good. I'm pretty chill. So, let's see what the comments say. She's endured 29 years of pure hell, not bothered to move. Yeah. Yeah. never seen someone use a Tesla for ghost hunting, but the portal's just a spirit box. Yeah, agreed that I don't like the idea of watching it. Yeah, that's true. I have some lights on, but yeah, I don't trust the woman next door. Ah, yes. That makes sense. It's like Homes Under the Hammer crossed with Most Haunted. I would watch the shit out of that show. Haunts Under the Hammer. Yeah. Ooh. Martin Roberts from Homes Under the Hammer, as it happens, was freaked out by incident involving a haunted Homes Under the Hammer property. Which is, you know, good to know. My phone's just making fucking noises at me now, not giving me any notifications. That's fantastic. What are you trying to say to me, mobile device? Nope, not a clue. Cool, well, that brings us to the end of this. It's a very good game, 2K22. Carol claims to be a psychic. Brilliant. Carol runs a paranormal team and has faked possessions, apparently. Okay. Put a locked camera in the loft. That, quite a good idea. That's a valid point. I mean, I didn't hate it. It wasn't my favourite thing, but I didn't hate it. What else have we got on the shiver? Doohickey. I'm guessing all the episodes of Ghost Dimension, it would appear. Or a lot of them, at least. Which is cool. I'm not going to be watching any more of them. Because I don't hate myself. But it's cool that they exist. I like the thumbnails as well. Ghost Next Door Season 1. Oxford Castle. Britain's Most Haunted Inn. Which inn is it? The Ram Inn. Ooh. 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 Fuck it, I'm going to watch this. Ghost Next Door's The Ram Inn episode. I was going to go after that, but I'm not going to now because I can't be asked. I am at some point going to watch Paranormal Lockdown's episode on 30 East Drive, but I can't watch that on stream because it's on Discovery Plus. But yeah, I'm going to watch this now. So what did everyone think of that episode we just watched of Ghost Dimension? Let me know your thoughts. I personally wasn't entirely convinced by it. But hey, you know. Torchwood is very good, yes. And very gay, yes. Right, time to watch this. I've been to the Ram Inn recently. Ugh, so loud.
Something just touched my leg.
Oh,
I'm feeling so angry.
Oh,
my
this
God, no,
is...
that's really weird. I don't like it.
Are they on Amazon? What are they called? Ghost Next Door. Oh, I get it, because they're like the girls next door. I understand. Apparently, it's also the name of a Goosebumps title. Ghost Next Door Paranormal Show. The Ghost Next Door series of paranormal doodads. That's a book. Ghost Next Door. Ancient Ram Inn. No mention of them. How many views is this on? What's the deal here? Yeah, boring. That's a good question. How do we find these people before? Okay, well, I'm going to watch this anyway. No, I think that's a different ramen. There's numerous ramens. This one's the ancient ramen. Yeah. YouTube, Ghost Next. What are they called? Ghost Next Door. I mean, they've got a playlist. I'm sure when I looked there were only 3 on that playlist, but sure. They've actually have done a decent number of places, it would appear. Let's just see if they have done Mill Street Barracks. I'm waiting for a reply from them. They've not done the 30 East Drive, it would appear. I do actually want to know who they are. I need to know anything about them. Produced by Little Dipper. Little Dipper no longer exists on YouTube, so they've obviously gone. They've also done a disappearing act. Yeah, okay, well, we'll watch this. I am just going to update the title. I should do it with the button. Easier than typing. Update. What time are we on? 20 past midnight, that's fine. That gives me a good... Yeah, this should finish. Realistically, I'll pause it a lot, so it'll probably finish about 1:30, but that's fine. Yeah, let's throw all of that. Fuck it, there we go. Cool, right, let's go.
It's like I can't breathe either. Here we go. Off the scale.
Hosted by Simon Ludgate, Jenny McKay, Isabel Besk.
This house was built in 1150 and is reputed to be...
Writer and director, drone pilot. Not much about him really. He's written for the History Channel, he's done DIY SOS, a bit of radio work, a National Geographic documentary on the Bermuda Triangle. He's a science and adventure guy. He did a season for BBC's Top Gear. Okay. Brilliant. I mean, I don't hate the guy. He's not my least favourite man in the world.
One of the most haunted houses
it is
in
supposed
Britain.
to be.
It has an assortment of something like 20 ghosts that have been identified.
Oh, you're a psychic medium.
But the most common one and the most powerful one, our ghost next door, is the ghost of a randy man who it is...
Well, that just isn't remotely true. It's the ghost of an incubus and or succubus.
Said when women were sitting or sleeping innocently.
And also it targeted men, not women.
Here, would come along and lie on them, sit on their bed, hold them, touch them, and freak them out. There are stories of people, when this was still a functioning
pub,
bed and breakfast and a pub, getting so scared in the middle of the night they would jump out of the windows.
I mean, it wouldn't be difficult to do because of the state of the windows, but just looking back at this place after going there, not a fan. We've just seen this. Oh, okay. Oh, someone's getting creative here.
Oh my god.
Jenny McKay.
No, did you actually say that? I'm not even joking. Okay, I'm not even joking. So no, I'm not joking. Did you hear that from upstairs? You did hear that.
Psychic
It sounded like something
investigators.
just dropped on the floor. Really?
Well, let's go and find out.
Yeah. Oh my god, my face is tingling. Did you hear it?
I heard it.
She's a model. She sounds like Maggie. I am going to put that out there. She's a model, a voiceover artist, a Reiki healer. She's also blonde now. Brilliant. Okay. Sweet. I mean, it is heavily possible.
Bang, yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Was it just me then? Oh my god, it's just scary. I didn't hear it.
Did you hear it? Ghost Next Door TV.
I think it's because you were talking when it happened, but it was sounded like it fell like above there.
They do exist. Simon, Jenny, and Isabel. The Dead Monk. The last posted in 2019. 25 posts, 192 followers. Okay, so they're not a particularly well-known group, which is cool.
I've like never experienced anything like this in my whole entire life. I know you guys are like, no. I'm not going first. Can you go first, please? I'm not going first. Right, okay. I think this is going to be how it goes up the rest
she's
of the
Scottish.
guys. I'm really freaked out.
Hey, she's a wee bit Scottish.
Oh, there's so much junk everywhere. I'm scared to touch. I don't want to touch anything.
Where the fuck are I can't see a fucking thing. I've been here and I don't know where we are. What's this? Ah, this is the crow room.
No, I didn't touch it.
The crow isn't there.
This door was
Okay.
just closed. That's really weird.
They've changed that door
And you
since.
didn't shut the door?
That was an old freaky wooden door since.
When we stood there initially, the scent changed and it started smelling like a sweaty, disgusting body odour. This house, they used
lovely.
to do satanic rituals and they found the remains of children.
Someone couldn't spell
Oh, it's
ancient.
so fast.
Oh,
Let's
they
go.
went when it was open. That's fucking freaky.
Really scary roller coaster. The heart's like do 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 do. Literally my heart right now.
See, I have mixed feelings about these things. I think it's quite cool, but at the same time, I don't want anything touching me. Whereas you're just like nothing.
Yeah, I'm like go away.
Also, have you seen this? Have you seen this crow?
Yes, Geezy's still there. We
There's
love the
literally
crow.
just a floating crow.
We love him.
Just like hanging from the ceiling.
That's our guy. No, he hasn't moved for them.
Over here would have been where the people would have sat and had a drink when it was a pub.
More importantly, that is the pendulum table and the spirit box, the EVP table.
Around the fire. Had a seance.
Is the
probably.
towel still there? Yes. There's the towel that says Plymouth on it.
And yeah, this was the main room for the pub. You don't look at all sure about this.
There's ram heads everywhere, but it's
Hey,
it's
there are ram
taxidermy.
heads everywhere.
Well, it's called the Ram Inn. So
Not yet. It's going up on Jordan's channel soon-ish.
you kind of expect that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but it's ram. Again with the Satanism, but ram is very symbolic. There's two taxidermy ram heads.
A ram is symbolic to Satanism. Yes, I'll give her that. There's a massive Ouija board out there as
I
well.
can see from here a Ouija board.
Yes.
Yeah, this is really weird. Like when we first came to the house, like that there was a window there. Like that was the worst window. It just had like the worst vibe. And then when we came in, we realised that that's where the Ouija board is.
That's not even the good
I
Ouija
think that's
board.
probably, like the really bad spot in this house.
It's
It's
not.
probably centering the energy there.
It just
Exactly, so
isn't.
we was drawn to that straight away.
Incorrect.
That window.
My
False.
heart is really thumping at the moment.
Is it? It's really
Yeah.
fast, yeah.
My face tingles.
Oh my god, my face is tingling.
Yeah, it's tingling.
Oh my eyes are It always happens. Every single time I feel something really weird, my like body tingles, my face, like my eyes start watering. It's really strange. My face is like. I feel like I'm gonna cry. I don't know why I'm getting so watery. This is really strange. I can feel like a breeze there. No, it's gone now.
Was it just someone breathing? Because
Your hand has not changed.
cheeky advert in the background there.
But I focused on it there, and I got the image of like this really fat man with a beard, with like a really slack hat on. Oh my god, I can feel
Oh yeah,
something.
they're psychics, aren't they? A really fat man with a hat on. Well, that would describe a bishop fairly well.
Oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna cry.
And there's a bishop's room upstairs. Bishops wear hats.
It's really weird. I'm actually crying. Oh my god.
We just walked through the door. I mean, the physiological reaction that you've had was quite
So weird.
immediate, wasn't it?
So weird. Like I always get it whenever like someone says something to do with, like spirits in some way. Like I always get really tingly, but like my eyes tend to water. But literally just now, like an actual tear just came out. That was really strange.
It's not even dark yet.
No, I'm already so scared, and it's not.
That's a motorbike.
It's just touching one hand. It's just touching one
Which one?
hand. This hand. But it's
Oh, no,
really
that's
hot.
their
My hands
music
feel
choice.
hot.
Yeah, your hand's
My
perfectly
left
warm.
hand feels freezing.
It's perfectly warm.
Ah, the crow. The crow does spin then. Brilliant.
Did you hear that?
Did you just blow my hand?
No.
Did you not hear the noise from up there?
No.
There's like a
Oh my god,
like
it
a
just
humming
happened again.
noise.
I'm not even joking. Oh my god. Look, when
I like this
again.
bloke.
This is gonna be great.
He's having a little giggle.
Oh my god, I don't like that. I don't like that. That's horrible. That's horrible. I don't like that. There's like a really weird gap over there. Film it. It's really scary. I don't like walking past.
It's really dark.
It's really dark in
It's
there.
like a hole in the ground.
Well, you were standing next to the hole where they found the bodies of the children. They think were used in
Human
satanic,
sacrifices,
ritual.
yeah.
So that's probably one of the creepier places.
That's horrific. Also, this is the room. This is the spot where like
the Ouija board and the rat.
Yeah.
Incorrect. I mean,
come on, Isabella. Let's go and see what's upstairs.
technically yes.
This place actually makes me feel physically sick.
Yeah, no, it does that.
Well,
Yeah, it has that effect.
Also, that room is so creepy. I don't know how anybody could actually ever sleep.
Ah, the witch's
interesting,
room.
They have lots of statues and of I don't know, like talismans that would be used positively as well. But
Yeah.
like there's a statue of Pharaoh downstairs. But
my heart is beating so hard it's actually making me feel out of breath.
I like this bloke. He seems level-headed.
It's got really weird. It's strange. I mean, the energy in this place
Is that a 3-bed bishop room or a
It's
2-bed
dreamy.
bishop room?
Really is quite extraordinary, isn't it?
Also, there's like
it
portraits.
changes between the rooms as well, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
It does
It
feel
does.
like the portraits are watching you. Like there's
Yeah,
a
especially
spirit
that,
attached to them.
especially that one. That child looks like it's really angry.
Help me.
I don't remember seeing that. That's an unnecessary fucking Windows Movie Maker effect.
Yeah, like, this makes my heart hurt.
Yeah, but I don't like that.
Which room's this?
that child.
Wait, wait, wait.
That child bit is really scary.
Witch's room?
Like, it's literally broad daylight.
Yeah,
and
witch's
it's
room.
terrifying in here. Like, I feel like scared to blink because it's literally.
It's kept
like,
how it is
do you
for
feel that as well,
investigations
Jenny?
now. It's a
Yeah, my
it's
eyes are
the
so wide right now.
Yeah, I feel like I don't want to blink.
it's supposed to be the most haunted building. Why am I so short today? The most haunted building in the United Kingdom. It's rated #1 on a lot of haunted websites, a lot of paranormal websites. It's said to contain a... What the fuck? It's said to contain a fucking incubus and succubus, ghost of a kid, potentially a demon, which might be the incubus, succubus might not, ghost of a monk. Apparently there's a ghost cat, a ghost horse, and a witch. That's just a few. There are more as well. It's been investigated by some of the most famed paranormal investigators. Your Zach Bagans, Ghost Adventures, so Nick Groff and Aaron. Most Haunted's Yvette, Derek was there. I was there, Jordan was there, Maya and Bailey were there. So, you know, it's had some serious celebrities going through those walls.
Let alone sleeping in that bed, like literally could not imagine anything worse.
Try lying down there.
No.
Go on.
No.
This just dark shadow just came into my vision. It's not so great.
Go on then, lay down. Get yourself down there, Scottish lass. Oh, don't start with the attic.
That's a spooky start, isn't it?
Where?
Oh my god.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, this place is full of insects. I have witnessed them myself. I don't think that's dust. It's going sideways, which makes me think it could be a moth or something. It's one of the more compelling orbs I've seen recently because it doesn't just look like dust.
At the top of the house. I can't wait to try out my electromagnetic field meter up here because I have a feeling it's going to go bonkers.
Mind your heads, mind your heads. So you used to be allowed further back. No, is that blocked off? Yeah, so it's always been blocked off up there.
I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch anything in here. Also, if you check this out, it's a bedroom. Seriously.
There's a light. There's a bulb. Must be a light switch.
Go on, get your torch out, love. There we go. No.
Hang on. There's a sign here.
Is there?
Come over here. I'm going to tell you what it says. I pointed at me. This sign says at one time all the attics were used for weaving, and you may still see small tenterhooks. In the other attic, much larger ones are seen used for stretching the cloth, from which comes the expression "on tenterhooks." I never knew that.
I did.
The bundles of wool taken up through the hayloft door, the finished cloth taken out to the stream called Dyer's Brook, dyed and hung up to dry.
Right.
My eldest daughter Caroline.
Oh, John wrote these then.
And Hagar, a Rottweiler, lived till recently in the attics and was subjected to amazing poltergeist behaviour, throwing the furniture about.
In here? Oh my...
Oh, I didn't know that.
God.
I got that to look forward to. No, I bet you the poltergeist activity was strongest up here.
That's a double bed up there now.
When I bring my EMF meter up here...
Because I laid on
it. It will go off the scale. Now that we're at the top of the house and you've just done your first kind of walk round, how are you feeling?
My head hurts.
Well, your face aches, but I mean...
What do you mean your first walk around? You've missed like, the other two most active rooms of the building.
What does that say?
Huh? Nothing. Oh my god, how insulting.
So, how do you feel after walking through the house in broad daylight?
I'm kind of a mix of intrigued and creeped out. I guess spiritually it's not very nice, it's very heavy. Some areas are darker than others. Like downstairs, some of the rooms downstairs. Up here, just makes my head hurt, but I don't feel anything particularly bad. The bedroom downstairs felt empty until I focused. And the initial rooms, like the parlour rooms that people would have spent time in, they're or where the children were killed. Oh, who knows if they were killed there? Where their bodies were found, I don't like that space. The smell of the stinky man downstairs is also really gross.
Do not feel good whatsoever. It's actually horrible. Yeah, no, my heart is been beating like 1,000 miles an hour this whole time. It's actually horrific. Yeah, it does not smell nice. And every room has like a different energy. Like some rooms feel like warmer than others.
Yeah, it's really conflicting.
Yeah, even though there's like no heaters or anything on here. And it's absolutely terrifying, and we're literally like the middle of daytime.
Also, each room smells different.
Yeah, that's
which is really bizarre
does.
because this place is kind of desolate, so everything should smell the same. Everything's old and decayed.
Yeah, it's true. But you're so right. The room downstairs where most stuff happened. That's when I got the tingles and. Literally, that feels like the worst rooms. Yeah.
But then I guess maybe there would be more. If it's on a more ground level, that's why there'd be more bad things that have happened down there.
Yeah.
And do you know what? The battery in this camera, which was fully charged when we started filming, I mean, I've only been filming for a few minutes, is almost flat already.
Well, someone's messing.
Is that amazing? Because normally these batteries last for like 2 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, usually we go through like 2 in a day.
Yeah, if that.
2 a day, that's pretty impressive.
We've been here for 5 minutes. Several things to note. One, every single room feels, in terms of its energy, feels completely different to the next one. 2, they all smell completely different to each other to an extraordinary extent. It's like a different place. It does smell quite musty because no one's living here and it's fairly cold, and there is a sort of a strong musty smell in the air. It's not very nice. And the third thing is the batteries on my camera, which normally last for 2 hours, have lasted for all of 10 minutes so far. That's an incredible difference.
I mean, that's
charged them up before I
impressive.
came out, and they've just gone down. Now that's normally an indicator, a really strong indicator of some sort of major presence. So I think we're in for quite a ride this evening.
Let me use the flash. It's easier to catch things at night time, like capture them, because spirits are stronger in the dark. It requires them to use less energy to be seen.
One of the devices.
Makes sense, to be fair. No, I'll give them that. That makes sense. I could see it. Yeah, I could see that being legit. I've never really considered that option. But yeah, it would take less to appear in the dark because they wouldn't have to physically manifest in light. They would just have to appear as a sort of light shadow.
That we'll be using tonight is a thing called a EMF meter or an electromagnetic field meter. Sounds very sciencey, but all it means is it detects electromagnetic fields which are around the earth, around people and around devices. I'm just going to show you, just so you can see how this works, what a microwave does to it. So I'm going to switch it on. This is my EMF, and you can see that it's giving very low reading on the little green light. Now, as soon as I switch this microwave on, which produces a massively strong electromagnetic field, it does that.
Yep.
The closer I get, the higher the reading is.
I like it.
And then when I switch it off, it goes. Now, what we may see in a place like this, and I have a strong suspicion that we're going to see it at the top of the house more than anywhere else, because I feel that that's where the strongest poltergeist activity is, and I have no idea how this works, but poltergeists seem to be able to push stuff around physically, which is really strange when you think about it. And they throw things across kitchens and they smash things and push things over and touch you. And this little meter, when it comes on, if there's a poltergeist, it's going to start rising up, and that will warn us that there's something there. So just
I can't argue with it because he's given me quite a logical scientific demonstration there.
Is have a quick go around the house and kind of get a calibration, if you like, being very scientific.
At a base level, yeah.
A calibration of how this works and what the levels are
how it works in each
at
room.
The moment at 8:10 in the evening before it gets dark. And when it gets dark, the energy starts to rise. Here's the reading in a room that we'll probably be spending a fair amount of time in tonight. And as you can see, it's right on the bottom of the scale, nothing happening.
Nothing happening, agreed.
It's also worth noting that the camera's not affecting it for...
yeah, also checked that when we were at the end.
For people who think that, you know, and probably rightly, that an electric motor that's near it is going to make it register it. But as you can see, when you're getting really close to the camera, it's
nothing.
not.
Yeah, checked that ourselves.
So that's on the bottom. So that's in one room. Let's go have a look in a few more. Okay, so now we're in what used to be the main bar of the pub. Okay, now that's right in with where the they found the bones of the children. Nothing going on there at all. Still nothing. So we're in the bishop's room, which is thought to be one of the scariest rooms in the house. I mean, they all seem to be the scariest room in the house, but this one seems to be really bad. A lot of poltergeist activity in here, people getting thrown out of the beds that are in here when they actually used to come and sleep when it was a bed and breakfast and used to spend the night. I think this is the window that somebody jumped out of when they were really scared. And as you can see, nada.
No, that's not actually a big drop, because on the other side of the witch's room window is actually floor level around the back, because there's a hill.
EMF readings at the moment, nothing going on at all.
In the attic.
What is that?
Now we're at the top of the house, which is the technically second floor?
Third floor. Attic.
It's making me hoarse as well. Have you noticed that?
It's the Weaver's attic
really
and the attic bedroom.
When I've been here.
I'm really lightheaded. I keep falling over. Not head.
So let's switch this on. See what this does here. Nothing. Well, there's a bit of a glimmer there. Hang on. But no, nothing really.
Why is it glimmering there?
So a full, in effect, 0 rating for the whole house while it's still daylight.
Isabel Besk, medium and model now.
It hasn't even got dark yet, and we're only just sort of starting our evening's vigil in the Ram Inn. What do you make of it so far?
Not good in any way, shape or form. It's highly unpleasant being in here. I've had sensations that I've never had before, especially in the room over there. Like, I don't know, my whole hand went freezing cold. It was very strange. My hands is freezing cold, and I kept like switching them over, and it was just my left hand was really cold. And at one point it felt like someone did this. It was really weird, and then something touched my legs and my eyes went really watery. I've never felt that in my life before. You could not pay me enough money to sleep here.
I do automatic writing and drawing. So in one of the other rooms, I sat and I just wrote. Not what came to my head, I just wrote, and this is what came out. There is a strength in the madness. It speaks in here, in the dark, whispers they say. What is wise? What is gracious? Do you despise all this is glory and worth? I know you, your soul, your belief. One taste of redemption is nothing to you.
Well, she's Scottish and ginger, yeah. I mean, yeah, technically.
It's a little bit heavy.
Do you think they were speaking directly to you?
No, I don't think so. I did feel the impression of some like religious figure saying these things, but I don't think they weren't speaking to me directly. I don't feel
bishop, maybe.
A victim to their harsh words.
So Jenny, do you get a sense that there are witches here?
Yes, I feel very connected to witches because they were just spiritual women that were persecuted by men because of their abilities and their healing qualities. I am similar to that. So whenever we go...
I mean, let's also clarify here that depending on what iteration and telling of the history of this building you actually buy, the witches that were burnt, in one of the cases at least, were also responsible for the child sacrifice and the pagan sacrifice, because it was a pagan witch. So there is that just to keep in the back of your mind, that the witch may have been punished and may have suffered just for being a healer, but there's also the possibility that the witch instead, set people on fire and murdered children.
Go somewhere where there's witches around, I always do feel their energy around me. I think because they know that I'm one of them, and I really sympathise with them. It's very cruel what history has done to a lot of people.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Did you hear that thump?
Yeah, I did actually. Maybe they're agreeing with my words.
Maybe they
Sounds like an object just fell on, a heavy object fell on the floor. That's what it sounds like, doesn't it? Some of the really heavy foot just went.
Oh no, I'm feeling so angry.
Brilliant.
Why?
Oh my god, sometimes spirits let me feel how they're feeling. And I think because... Oh!
My eyes are watery as well. Okay.
I'm really sorry, but I can't even... I just, I think they're letting me feel their rage because clearly they were killed and it's not fair. And they're stuck here.
Maybe.
And they've been stuck here a very long time because of stupid people that have been afraid of them and have therefore killed them for... Oh my god, I just feel so angry. Do you know... Oh.
You okay?
I'm fine. I just... Oh. Do you ever just... When souls get trapped... Oh my god. Their raw emotions from their death linger with them because they don't ascend and heal. So if I'm connecting with them right now, it's because I'll be connecting with their core energy, like the energy that's residing in them. But there's a lot of anger. Rightly so. I draw spirits, so I connect with whoever is here, and they use my hand and the charcoal to reveal themselves. And while I'm doing that, I get more information on them in the mind's eye. Okay, well, whoever's doing this, let me show yourself.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, she's doing a spirit drawing. I can't remember what they're called. Automatic drawing.
This is like... I haven't drawn anything like this before. I can't...
See, you're focusing on the drawing, this is the problem. You're not supposed to do that when you automatic drawing. Oh, we're smudging.
You're right.
I just do not feel great. It's making my body shudder.
What do you think the story is behind this person?
Now, hang on a second. Where's my notes that I made on the RAM in? So, in the most haunted episode, on this inn, the psychic they brought in, the psychic artist they brought in, did his own automatic drawing, which looked like that. Now, oh, no, hang on. There. Look at that. Do we think there's any similarity in features between the two drawings? I'm thinking no. See, that nose looks a little bit thinner to me though. I mean, the chin, the head, the shape of the head kind of looks similar. The eyes, both quite baggy. Eyebrows completely different. It's not my favourite. It's not the most. It's not the greatest resemblance I've ever seen. So, unsure on that one. I mean, it could be two different spirits in the house. To be fair,
doing?
She's being sad and Scottish.
Oh my god.
She's just smudging the shit out of it now. Oh, she's... Is she laughing or crying? I can't tell. What the fuck?
Oh my god, that's not even funny.
What's so funny?
I don't know. I don't know, I'm just excited. I don't know.
That is the weirdest reaction.
Yeah, it's a bit strange. Apparently, because I've just in the background been Googling, she, Miss Ginger Lady, and this takes away their credibility because I now know she can act, was in Guardians of the Galaxy. I knew you were going to say that.
Why am I laughing?
Why are you laughing?
Oh,
It's a
that made
good
me feel so
question.
good. Wait, let me finish her. Oh, you're so funny. It's, he couldn't speak. There was something stopping him from speaking.
I've never seen that happen to anyone. I've never seen a spirit enter a person and like make them react like that.
Still don't
I
think
think
you
the
have one.
laugh was the scariest. Literally, the laugh was the scariest thing.
Yeah, I will agree. Yeah, we know, we've established who he is. Yeah.
If you look at it,
we get it.
This looks like an Arab headdress. I mean,
it doesn't at all.
It's very dark, and it looks to me like if you think of the Moors or
No, I'm sorry. When you see this on the camera, it looks like he's been in battle or something. And his eyes are bleeding and everything.
yeah, I mean he
looks like
does
he's
look
covered
he's
in
damaged. I mean he looks like he's looking down.
Well, yeah, because you smudged the shit out of it after you finished drawing it. What do you mean?
But it's weird because there's almost like sort of cat's eyes coming through.
Yes, now. Cat's eyes. The witch is supposed to have had a pet cat. There's a mummified cat in the living room. And there were some potentially cat-related interactions that we had at the Ram.
That look at you,
which is
and at the same time his eyes are shut. So it's almost as if he was blinking, or we were saying that he was blinded.
I mean,
maybe he was tortured here. So what I'm doing now is
Pendulum.
I'm using my dowsing crystal, which was a lovely crystal I got from Brazil, to douse the energy in the picture that Jenny's just drawn.
Sorry.
And
this is a
what
different
I'm
picture
getting out
then.
of it is something quite dark and actually quite malevolent. And I think that
A
she's
witch.
connecting with Jenny, because Jenny is, as I've always suspected,
A witch.
And she's connecting with Jenny in this picture.
Now that one does look more like the one from my that one does look more like this lady. Maybe. I mean, I think those look a lot more similar. The eyes look similar. The nose looks quite broad on both. I think you thicken up the hair or have the hair just more over the face and make it blacker. Give it some colour. Obviously, this is a very light picture. This is a very dark picture. Darken this up or lighten this up a bit. And I think you actually have quite similar appearances on those two drawings.
And connecting with her here, but she is not a very nice spirit.
Mm-hmm.
These energies do this where they
pretend to be friendly,
connect with you and present an emotion as a front, but have something else that's behind it. And it's now making my head hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And my left ear is whistling like crazy, which is personally is an indicator that there's something very powerful that is coming through. Sounds strange to somebody who doesn't do this kind of thing, but it's a very clear indication to me. And if you just tilt down now, you'll see that, I mean, my hand isn't moving, but you'll see the amount of movement in that crystal. And a positive signal will make the crystal go round in well, for me, a clockwise direction. And this sort of amount of swinging from left to right is an indicator of a very malevolent spirit.
See, that's...
When I took a reading on my...
Where's my mouse?
EM.
That's very interesting. So he considers a positive signal to be a circle and a negative signal to be movement in direction. Okay. I did a pendulum on the opposite basis.
EMF meter in this room earlier on this evening, there was no movement at all. But now it's approaching midnight, and I've just checked it again, and here's what I got. If you just tilt down there, Jenny.
Why have you changed
meter? I mean, that's
meter?
the sort of reading that you would get off a phone or a microwave if you were 3 inches away from it. And we've all got our phones switched off. There were a couple of weedy light bulbs.
Well, I don't know. Weirdly, I think it was in the same room as well. Why they've switched EMF meter, I don't know.
And that's it.
That's a bit suspicious.
But it's fluctuating this much. So I would ask the spirit to move the needle a little more, just to prove that this is being done by something paranormal and not by a flagpole or a telegraph pole. So please, can you fluctuate? There we go. You anticipated me. So we've got as far as switching the lights off now that darkness has finally fallen, and the atmosphere is getting creepier
That
and
happens
creepier
at about
as the evening wears on, which is what we sort of expected.
4 o'clock.
We've already had some weird experiences, and we're expecting to have a few more here at the Ram Inn, which was built so many years ago and
Nearly
has
1,000 years
the
ago.
reputation of being full of the creepiest, weirdest ghosts, like the spirit of the old man, who is the main legendary ghost here, which we're hoping to experience. In fact, we may already have done with coldness and having the wind feel like it's blowing on our skin. And we're beginning to experience some of the physical sensations of a haunting, and that, I expect, is going to increase as the evening goes on.
That's really weird. This is horrible. This is actually horrible. Oh my god, no, that's really weird. No, just I can't breathe. Oh, Jenny. Jenny, stop.
Something just touched my leg.
Please, can we turn this on? I don't like this. I don't like this.
It's
This
okay.
is horrible.
It's okay. Just.
I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. This is horrible.
What just happened there was Isabella was sitting next to Jenny while she was talking, and she completely freaked because she felt somebody run their hand over her back.
Oh, that's really weird. This is horrible. It's actually horrible.
And my heart is thumping now, and that is always an indicator of there being a spirit presence. I mean, it feels like my heart's in my throat. It's sort of going doof, 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 doof. Well, we're going to carry on moving around the property and see what we can pick up in some of the other rooms. So stay with us.
I'm not going in that room.
Come in.
This is quite possibly the scariest thing you can possibly do. Go to the scariest house in the whole of Britain.
And turn the lights off.
And in the scariest room and sit in the dark. Like, this is literally the scariest thing I think you could ever do in your whole entire life. Literally.
What is it about what is it about it that scares you so much?
I don't know, because you can't see them and you don't know where they are.
Weirdly, I'm getting the feeling that he's glad that we're here, and what I'm seeing is a man in ecclesiastical clothes. Looks like one of those guys that you'd see in the Vatican.
A bishop. I'm going to keep saying it.
And
why am I getting so short now?
It's quite oppressive. I feel like I've got like a clamp on my head that's gradually screwing
You hear a
down
lot of
on
psychics
my
say that.
head.
Do that loudly, so I can slouch. You do hear a lot of psychics say that.
It's like I can't breathe either. The atmosphere in here is really oppressive.
Yeah, you've said that, mate.
It's making my chest hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. How are you doing, Isabella? You just want to leave?
Yeah.
Been there, love.
Why-
been there.
What's making you feel so scared?
This whole room is this whole place is terrifying. Everything is just terrifying. I'm literally like squeezed onto like Jenny. Like I'm literally squeezed onto you.
So I
I
want.
bet you look really cute.
Are they
Much of a
like
Ghostbuster,
lesbians?
really, are you?
No.
I think you've been ghost busted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Am I missing something here? They seem very close. Oh, we're going up to the loft again.
So what's the protocol for this one?
Let's go and have a look.
Are you filming?
She's wearing a tartan skirt. You can't get more Scottish. Mind your head, mind your head. Jesus Christ, mind your head. Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
Head.
Fine.
Right.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
I've literally not even like let go of you this whole time. Oh, this is horrible.
It's nice with a double bed. I will keep saying that.
Right, like that's, oh my god. Oh.
We're getting some flashes on the old.
So we are finally picking something up. We're getting a second green light and a third one. That's the first
flickering
time that we have done anything like that in this house. So we're at the top of the house. This is our last port of call tonight. This is right at the top of the house under the eaves, and this is the room that is reputed to have the most poltergeist activity. So we're going to check out my EMF meter and see what it says.
They're very basic in their equipment, but I don't hate them. They've been relatively entertaining. They've been freaking out a bit.
That's getting a mid reading, which is very high considering there's no power up here. We've got no lights on.
There is power up there,
I
but
think
yeah,
we have
there's
a
no.
visitor. So here we are, huddled together at the top of the house like three little frightened mice. The atmosphere up here actually isn't so bad.
Look at Isabella's face. I literally don't even want to open my eyes. I literally don't even want to open my eyes.
But
I've only opened them
don't you
for
think it's interesting putting yourself into a situation where you're really outside your comfort zone, and it just feels so weird here, doesn't it? It feels so
it's not comfortable.
Hostile.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep them open. I'm really trying, guys. I swear, I promise.
So what can we conclude about this house?
It's definitely haunted.
It's terrifying. Do not ever come here, guys, ever. Stay away.
It's very, very active. I mean, if you want to be spooked, then this is definitely the right place to go to.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah, I'll give
It's
you
so
that.
tiring. That's what I'm finding.
Yeah, I
I've
feel
got
really
a real
tired.
headache, and I feel really tired out. I feel absolutely exhausted. I feel like I've been on a 10-hour flight.
You do get
hard
that
to
sort
breathe
of
as well.
feeling.
I genuinely don't understand how someone could live here for so long. or even like stay one night here. It's horrible.
Yeah. Now, just to be sure, here is my other EMF meter, my little scientific gadget that measures electromagnetic fields. I haven't tried this up here, so we're going to turn this on and see what it does. Here we go.
Brilliant.
Off the scale.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
It's a bit weird.
It's definitely time to leave.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Done filming. Let's go. Okay. I don't want to go first. Can you go first, please?
Who's got my torch? So we're the end of our ghost hunt at the Ram Inn. Jenny, how was it for you?
Eventful. I feel really exhausted. I didn't expect to have such a strong connection when I did my drawings earlier. The energy here in the daytime is quite strong, so when it gets dark it's amplified. I definitely would not stay overnight here, let alone live here.
Yeah, living there
Isabella,
would be a
how's
bit
it for you?
extreme.
I literally have no words. It was, I think, the scariest experience I've ever experienced in my whole
Mhm.
life. I actually cried in fear. Never done that before. That's how scary it was.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I can see why you
the
would.
end of our visit to the Ram Inn, the haunted pub here in Watton-under-Edge. And all I can say is I recommend that you come here and try it for yourself,
Been
because
there,
it is
done it.
so
Not got the
scary. If
t-shirt,
you want
but,
a
you know.
properly scary place to go to, this is it.
I mean, okay, so it was spooky. Yeah, it was pretty spooky. I am not going to deny it. Some weird stuff happened there, which you'll see in Jordan's video when that comes out in the coming weeks. And yeah, hopefully one day we'll go back there. With that, I am going to end my stream, so thanks for joining me. It's like 1 o'clock, so I'm going to go to bed. Yeah. Thanks for joining me for this stream, and I will catch you all later. See ya.